Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Soul Fulfilling. My name is Rickie Byars, and I welcome you into the Soul Fulfilling safe space, brave space tonight. And I see that Susan is right here. Hi, Kimberly, and Marion, and Kimberly, the other Kimberly. So just come on into the room, everybody. We have a great evening, a great program. Is it a program? It's a meetup. Come on into the room right now. Hey, Quinn, Alexander Fontaine. That's a long name. A brave space of love. Yay! Well, I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on the Spirit. Well, I woke up this morning and my mind stayed on the Spirit. Well, I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on the Spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. I'm walking and talking with my mind. My mind stayed on the Spirit, stayed on the Spirit. Well, I'm walking and talking with my mind. Stayed on the Spirit, stayed on the Spirit. Well, I'm walking and talking with my mind. Stayed on the Spirit. Oh, yeah. Hallelujah. 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 And you can't hate your neighbor with your mind. Stayed on the Spirit. Stayed on the Spirit. Can't hate your neighbor. You'll try to understand your neighbor, but that might not be possible either. Stayed on the Spirit. Well, can't hate your neighbor with your mind, but you can love him. Stayed on the Spirit. Hallelujah. 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 Well, I love myself so much that I can love you so much. That you can love you so much. That you can start loving me. I love myself and I love myself so much that I can love you so much. Hey, Laverne, that you can love you so much. Hey, Karen, that you can start loving me. That's an easy song to sing. I love myself so much that I can love you so much that you can love you so much. Stop beating up on yourself. That you can start loving me. And we can do great things together. And I love myself so much. Let's do it no more Wednesday. You can't beat up on yourself no more on Wednesday. That you can love you so much. That you can start loving me. Well, I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. And I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on loving. Well, I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on the Spirit. Hallelujah. 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 So thank you for being with me this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday evening. And joining us tonight, first of all, is the fabulous undescribable, powerful, good-looking life coach Ade. How you doing, life coach? You can't hear me. He can't hear me. Okay, Ade can't hear me. So maybe you can. So he says, Jeff says you're coming through fine on the stream. Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. Well, I can't hear Ade either. Ade? Uh, okay, let's see. Okay, well, um, all right. So then I will continue, and we'll see just what we can work on getting Ade in the room. But he can hear me. You can't hear me either. What are you saying? You can't hear me? You know, sometimes you're talking to the spirit and you can't hear what God's telling you. You're saying like, Spirit, I'm listening, but I don't hear nothing. And Spirit says, just look at the gifts all around you. Look at nature. Look at the sun. Look at Martika and Wachan. And say, if Life Coach Ade, we're still working on his sound, but I have some great guests that are joining me this evening, and I hope that we will have sound with Martika and Wachan. So we're going to bring them into the room. Can we add them into the room, Ade? Can you do that? All right. So let's see. Maybe I can do it. Maybe I can click and join my friends. Hey, Wachan. Hey, Martika. Oh, okay. All right. So I want you guys to meet some very good friends of mine. And some people already know. Lisa Michelle is going like, yay. Because Lisa Michelle traveled to Peru with me. My phone is right here. Oh, excuse me, everybody. Jeff is acting like you're not there. He's like, do what you need to do. I know. You're an interesting man. Okay, there you go. There you go. Okay. So I have joining me tonight. I was going to set them up in a different kind of way, but because we are experiencing a few technical difficulties with Life Coach Ade, who's streaming from the United Kingdom, so we'll just have to keep working on it. But in any event, I have my friends here. They are my friends. Like many people know Martika and Wachan as great healers and great teachers, and I know them as that too. But they're also my brother and my sister, and we've been friends for a very long time, and they have walked with me through the various phases of my life and walked me through, and through their ministry, their music, their messaging, their love, their life expression. I can truly say that anybody who knows them, we're all better because we did. And so I'll introduce you right now to Wachan Bahiro Peric and the great Martha Gomez, but I know them as Martika and Wachan. Yay! So you're joining our stream of guests, and as people continue to come in, I just want Wachan to say a few words of anything that he's moved to say right now until we get our conversation going on.
First of all, so much gratitude for
Can't hear him.
this way for us.
You got to talk a little louder.
And
Can you hear? Can you hear Wachan? They
Quite
cannot
low.
hear you.
all right, so I'm just very grateful for our brotherhood, our friendship, dear Rickie. So many years, just going in the journey of our lives, and every time we meet, it's just something beautiful, something new that we walk together and share life, in
Yeah.
the most transparent way
Yes.
with another. So we're very happy.
We're transparent around here. We're very transparent. Now, in the thread, let me know. Can you hear? Did you hear Wachan?
No, not really.
Very low volume, but we can tell he
Very
is speaking. Okay, so
correct.
but we can hear you. So while we
Yeah.
get Wachan and Martika's volume up, welcome Life Coach Ade to So fulfilling. Did your computer finally load in?
No, you decided to have some bouncers today to stand at the door, and they didn't recognize me. They didn't understand what I was saying. They don't know where I was from, and I'm like, I deserve to be in the house, but I got my computer working. Hello,
Well, welcome.
everyone. I love
Yeah.
technology. It's good to be here.
Yeah, it's
It's
good
good
to
to
see
be
you.
here.
And I'm
Yeah.
thankful for our time today. And we all can just take a deep breath and
Hmm.
give thanks that we are here together again. That so many things work together for our good, that we could show up again like this. Or, we could have died a really tragic death, but we still came back to this moment because we loved each other so much. That's where I think it happened.
Well,
I
we
think
did die
anyway.
last night, and we
Life,
resurrected the next morning,
oh yeah, oh yeah. You
looking
can
all
see,
fine and renewed.
yeah, you can see it that way, you know.
I
Well,
do.
but I'm trying to get another sound check on my friend. So Wachan, say hello again.
Kai, can you listen to me now?
How is that? Are you back in the room? Is he in the
It's
room?
still, I can hear, but it's still a little bit low.
Okay, what's about now?
Okay, good. Keep going up.
Okay,
Soundman Jeff. Keep
okay,
going.
so I must speak like a singer.
Correct.
Okay,
Yes.
okay,
Get intimate because you
okay,
love yourself so much with the mic.
okay, hermano. So, how it sounds now? How does it sound now?
How does it
Yeah, it's
sound now,
better.
Kiana? Kiana has
It's
given us
better.
the play by play. She says a little better, but
Yeah.
that's much better. Okay, Cheryl says
Okay,
much better. All right.
okay, I'm glad.
Okay, and Martika, what about your microphone? Let's do it real quick right now. No, you got to hold it. You should hold it. You might. She needs to hold it. Okay, just say that.
Hello.
Okay.
Hi.
It's that kind of day when we
I'm
just
so
tap in and tune in and
happy
connect.
and honored to be here with all of
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. There you go. We're getting there.
Yes. Thank you so much, dear sister
Much better.
Ricky, for
Awesome.
inviting us to
Yes.
be in your home.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Thank you, love.
Oh, yes. Okay, so we're
Okay.
good to go. Jeff, did you check your microphone? Oh, you don't have one. That's okay. You spoke last week. You're good. It's, definitely.
Oh.
I will meet you with my heart to heart. Let us meet again, and then may we become more of who we are. More of who we are. I will touch you with my soul, soul to soul. Let us touch again, and then may we behold more of who we are. More of who we are. I will meet you silently, breath to breath. Let us breathe as one, and then may we become more of who we are. More of who we are. You know, if people did the right thing all the time, then we probably would be the same people all the time. That would be good. That's good. If we're already stable. But the universe is always changing and shifting and becoming more and expanding. And perhaps part of our journey is in learning how to respond to the changes, to the different people, to the crazy people, to the beautiful people, to become more accepting of the righteously wonderful things about ourselves and about each other. And knowing that we are here, beautiful, ready to express. I have 3 beautiful people with me this evening who are on their distinct journeys to help people become more of who they are, to lead and guide folks back to what's really real and unadulterated inside of them. And in this place, joining me tonight, again, I will introduce them because you didn't hear them speak before, but I have Wachan and I have Martika. And very powerful healers and teachers. And I have Life Coach Ade, who y'all know who he is anyway. He's got a billboard on right there in Piccadilly Square that says, "Do you know this man?" Okay, and that is Ade right there, and coming to us from the UK, and Wachan and Martika, who are in town from right now, but they'll be leaving soon to go back to Peru. So I'm just thankful that they're here with me this evening. So yay, we'll start over again.
Reset.
So, having Wachan here, who and Martika, who have just finished a whole weekend of healing and helping people restore and return, what does it feel like inside of you after being in the space of giving so much? What happens inside of you after this weekend of so much going on?
Joy.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, I believe that the only way how we can find joy is in service. When we do service, when we share our love,
Yes.
when we share our medicines, when we share the wisdom and knowledge of our ancient ones, and we see how people receive it, and how they really open their hearts and their minds, and they free themselves from any kind of suffering,
Yes.
so that we feel joy.
Yes.
Really, you know, there's nothing else that makes us happy to see someone free.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what we've been doing this time here while we were here in LA. And yes, deep appreciation, you know, for everyone who believe in the medicine
Yes.
and who believe in the power of love,
Yes.
you know, because basically, who is the healer? The healer is God. The healer is love.
The healer is love.
And so the medicine that we practice, it just opens your heart and connects you with the essence of life, which is Mother Earth, Pachamama. So we find ourselves that in our modern societies, people suffer much and they feel lonely because they detach themselves from the source of life. So through our medicine, through Wachumita, our songs, our prayers, our dances, so it just invites you to free yourself, you know. And as soon as we connect with Pachamama, you know, life changes drastically.
Yes. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I agree in my own way. I experience what you're saying in my own way. Yeah.
Yes, remember that time when we went to Huayna Picchu and we've been on the top of the world, and then you and the choir were singing, and it's just so much magic that we have created.
I'm telling you, it was raining, and when we got up there, no more rain. No more Alejandro. He was like, no rain.
Yes.
Martika,
Yes.
yes. You were there.
Of course, I was there, and I was so blessed because we were able to share with Mama Alejandro from the Sierra Nevada of Colombia, and share the wisdom and knowledge from the Andes of Colombia, and the mammals that are the keepers of harmony for humanity for thousands of years. And we were so blessed to have this very little person guiding us through this all this magic and sharing with Mother Earth, the power of just giving back to her, and that love of receiving and taking. And it was just so magical. What a trip. It was so beautiful.
That was
Thank
a
you.
beautiful trip.
Yes.
That was a beautiful trip, and to meet somebody like Mamo Alejandro,
Alejandro. Yes.
who knew everything about you.
Yes.
He could feel you. He could sense what you were going through. And I think when you walk with a person like him, a person like you,
Thank you,
you know,
sister.
it opens us up to feel deeper, into ourselves. Because the journey is within,
Yes.
right? Life Coach Ade?
The journey is within. The way in is the way out.
Not doing it right now.
Okay, I'm just tapping in.
You are tapped in. You're tapped in, and you are in with the way you coach and the way you know the truth about somebody is like when you're working with somebody that is like a friend of mine told me that well, I'm not gonna go down that road, but anyway, that there was a person in their life that was really really acting out, and but the person is out, the person is not acting out, okay, the person is out of the box of or maybe really taking up a box full of herself. Like it's just her, you know.
Right.
It's not her daughter, it's not her ex-husband, it's not the father of her child, it's her and what she wants, and it's got to be so when a person is full of themselves and they're in this box that's all about them, you
Yes.
know, when you're working with somebody, you can see that, and they go like, after they have no friends, everything has collapsed and crashed. They done crashed and burned like cray cray, right?
Yes. Yes.
Really beautiful people that they attracted in their life, including their daughters, and you know, th- don't want to have anything to do with them anymore.
Right.
And then they
Right.
show up at your doorstep, and what do you do?
I can't help it. No, not really.
Who gave
I
you my
mean,
number?
right. Tell them to never do that again. No, but really, I mean, it's it's like there's something about listening to someone. And so for me, there are many spaces where I have people, maybe not that extreme, but it's almost like it's everybody else but me, and creating listening. And first of all, I'm always inviting them. I'm asking them, listen, are you ready to see a different perspective? And it's funny enough, I had somebody like that last week, which was kind of interesting. And I had to Ricky just disappeared into the black hole. With technology today is just interesting. So anyway, I'll keep talking to Ricky because I see her in my mind, and Matika and Wachan. So one of the things that I noticed was the thing about being intuitive, sensing, knowing, and connecting. Sometimes, most times, those of you do healing work, you already know that you start to pick up some information about your clients even before they get in your space. And I've been picking up information, and I'm thinking, okay, let me just center, let me just be present. And when the client showed up, it was pretty like that. So it was very coming from a very logical space, and everything was rationalized. And when the conversation drops to the heart, it goes back to the head. And I'm like, okay, I'm not here to convince anyone of what I'm about, but the invitation was just for them to try a different perspective and see something differently. And in the conversation, for me, what I realize is the best we can give someone is a gift of listening, a gift of our heart, and allow them to either say, I want to go deeper, I want to see something differently, or maybe they're just going to say, well, yes, but I've learned to let people have the experience. Most of the time, when people are seeking, asking for help, they really want to see it. And the ability to hear allows me to ask the right question that goes beyond logic. And then once I speak to something that is true that they haven't even told me, it's like something shifting them. It's almost like they catch a new awareness. And I think, listening makes a difference. That's one thing that I found. Really listening to somebody. And even if what they're saying in my head, no. Well, in my head sometimes I'm like, really? That don't make no sense. I'm just like this. Okay. All right. But then what I will do is bring it back to that side. So you told me this because I challenge people. I have fun with my clients, but I challenge people to think about what they're thinking. Because sometimes we don't think about what we're thinking. And most of what we're seeing is all rooted in here. How we think it is, what's right, what's wrong.
Yes.
It
Well,
all
I
is.
well I applaud you, and I applaud Martika and Wachan for the work that they do, because I used to be I was a licensed practitioner years ago. I got my practitioner license in 1993, and not 1893, in 1993,
Well,
and I gave it up. I gave up my license probably around 2005, 2006. I know I had done 15 years, so whatever that was. I did 15 years as a practitioner, and I said, I don't want to do that anymore.
mm,
I got tired of listening to people's problems all the time,
really.
number one. And I felt like that there was an answer, that they expected me
Mm,
to fix something, but they didn't. They really wanted prayer, and they wanted somebody to listen, and they wanted more than most of the time I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew who God was, and I would listen and let the Spirit speak through me, and it was perfect. But I tell you, to be in that spot of not knowing I didn't know, you know,
yes.
knowing that I didn't have a clue. I had strong faith. I knew I knew who the Spirit was, but I was listening, knowing that I didn't know anything. And then I would speak, and they would go like, "Wow, that's just what I needed to hear." I found the
Mm,
pressure of being in that moment of not knowing too great. I was like, I think I'd rather sing the truth of what I've found. I'd rather sing, because writing a song really requires you to listen. It really requires you to balance everything that you know in order for that song to reveal as a work. So it's like Wachan and Martika, they use medicines. They use music medicine, they use rhythm medicine, they use plant medicine. They know how to do. My medicine is sound, and I finally accepted the power in the song and say, well, let me sing.
yeah.
Let me sing about the way it revealed through me, and maybe it would make a difference for you. You know, Listening is a great gift that everyone doesn't possess. It's true. It's true. And a good listener, oh my gosh, I listen to the Spirit, you know. And so I'm going to give you some music medicine, okay? From within. And the skills. But it's more a privilege. Listening is a privilege. But I listened for 15 years, though. That was good. That was good. And after 15 years of being a practitioner, I was like, okay, I'm going to do something else now. So now I'm a practitioner right here. Just loving, a practitioner of love, practitioner of willingness, practitioner of joy. Like Wachan say, I feel joyful. He feels joyful after helping people back to themselves. I felt joyful too, but I felt relieved that I gave them something that they could work with. But I knew it wasn't my strong suit. You know what I mean? I knew it wasn't what I did best. I said, what I do best is something else. So I went back to music. I never left it, but I just did more music. I live to be the message that I long to hear. I want to be the way that I'm looking for. I need to shine the light that I want to see. I pray to live this life in God and so much more. I finally found the truth that sets me free. Now I am the light that's shining so bright. Do you want to know the way? Oh yes. Do you want to know the way? The way in is the way out. Do you want another way? Oh yes. Do you want to know the way? The way in is the way out. I live to be the path of righteousness that surely brings the peace that I need to feel. I'm spinning in the spirit, I must confess. I pray to live this life in God, it's oh so real. I finally found the truth that sets me free. Now I am the light that's shining so bright. Do you want to know the way? Oh yes. Do you want to know the way? The way in is the way out. Do you want to know the way? Oh yes. Do you want to know the way? The way in is the way out. I finally found the truth that sets me free. Now I am the light that's shining so bright. Do you want to know the way? Oh yeah. Do you want to know the way? The way in is the way out. Do you want to know the way? Oh yeah. Do you want to know the way? The way it is the way out. With God is my devotion. Every space is filled with God. Neither doubt nor fear can find a place in me. With God is my devotion. I'm sure of who I am. I'm standing strong, filled with grace. I live the master plan. I live to be the message that I long to hear. I want to be the way that I'm looking for. I need to shine the light that I want to see. I pray to live this life in God and so much more. I finally found the truth that sets me free. Now I am the light that's shining so bright. Do you want to know the way? Do you want to know the way? The way in is the way out. Do you want to know the way? I'm thankful.
The minister of rhythm and joy.
Yeah, yeah.
The music does it for me. And being with Martika and Wachan and Life Coach Ade does it for me. Being with good people like the people on the thread does it for me. Welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome, everybody. Jennifer Berkeley's on. Hi, Jennifer. And I heard you last week, Jennifer, when we were talking about caregivers. And thank you all for being on with us last week. That was a good show with Kiana Smith, Mickey Maxwell, and Cheryl Coutinho were great guests with us last week. And I feel like one of the greatest messages I took away from last week was trust God and follow the signs. That was Cheryl Coutinho. She said you got to trust God and follow the signs. We have a song that says, "And all around you there are signs." The signs are everywhere, but you have to learn how to see what's right here for you. And there's a great story that Wachan has about his birth. Do you tell that story, or you don't tell that story to everybody?
You know, nothing is hidden under the sun. So,
This is a great story about seeing and about love and about the way the universe works and the way love works. Because to me, this story is about a mother's love. A mother's love. And so I want to give our attention to Wachan as he tells this beautiful story.
oh, I'm still coming out from that medicine that you shared with us, Ricky. It just, music, sound is the essence of creation. And through sound, through music, we will change the consciousness of our societies.
Yes.
The lyrics of that beautiful music that we just heard right now, it's just such a blessing. Even if you don't understand the language, English, you feel what this song is about. So it's just so powerful. Thank you, sister. Thank you. It's just such a blessing, for all of us, it's beyond talent. It's just becoming to be yourself. This is who you are, and that's your medicine.
Yes.
So each one of us, we have something to share with the world. Each one of us, we have our medicine. And also that's what the medicine plants do with us. Just bring the best out of you. That's why the plant does its work. The plant is the healer because it comes from love. It comes from Mother Earth. So it brings the essence of Pachamama. So we just become to be guides because the real healer is God.
Yes.
And we know that because the experience, because so many things that we have experienced in our lives. And the story of my beloved mother, when she told me that when I was 7 years old, I've seen in my house a little coffin, and I asked my mother, why? Why is the little coffin in the house?
A little coffin.
Yeah.
Y'all heard that? A little coffin.
So, and my mother told me, this was yours. And then I said, how come? How come, Mom?
How come you have a coffin for me?
Yes. Yeah. And so she shared with me the story that when I was around 3 years old, I got a disease, and I died from the disease. And then in our traditions, we keep the body for 3 days. Because in our traditions, we believe that the spirit is around the body for 3 days, trying to understand it, trying to accept it, trying to get in the body temple again. but it doesn't happen. So in 3 days, they help us to release. So after 3 days, uh, you know, your body is decomposing already. So it was time for them to bury me. And my mother was carrying the little coffin, and we had to walk like maybe 5 miles to the cemetery. And she was carrying me all the way, and basically she wouldn't accept, that
Say that
I
again.
was gone.
She,
Yeah, she couldn't accept that I was gone.
yes.
And so she was crying, and then close to the cemetery there was a church, a Canincunca church in Cusco. And the Virgin of Canincunca, my mother had such a relationship with the Virgin. And so she put the coffin in top of the Virgin and said, please don't take my son, because he's going to be the only one who will watch after me when I get older. And please. And so she was there, she cried and everything, and then I didn't react. So they took me to the cemetery. While my mother was on the church, my father was digging the hole. And then finally they had a hole, and they put my coffin on the hole, and they were throwing dirt on me, and suddenly I woke up. And then I started crying. I don't remember much, but that's what my mother said. So my mother told them to stop, but they wouldn't stop. They were scared because, when events like that happen, they connect easily with the evil energies. It's evil. It's not right. So, anyways, my mother jumped. She embraced the coffin. She took me out, and then she took me home.
That's a great story.
Yes.
Woo-hoo.
Yes, and it really happened what my mother had seen.
Right.
I took care of her to her last breath.
Yes.
And I feel so happy.
Yeah.
I feel so happy.
And your mother passed at what? Like she was like 100. Did she live to be 100?
104 years old.
104. Woo! She knew. She was like, "Who else is going to take care of me that long?" Oh wow! She saw. She saw her destiny.
Yes, and you know what I learned from my mother is her persistence in love. Everything I've seen going through in life was just about that persistence, no matter what. She never gave up.
She never. My mom was like that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had the luck to meet Mama Byars too.
Yeah.
Yes, so she had that spirit. It seems that people from their generation,
Yes.
it's something special, that spirit.
Very
of-
resilient.
And that profound love
That
they have
Yeah.
for the family.
Yes.
Basically they live for their children,
Yes.
no
Yeah.
matter what.
No matter what.
Yes.
Yeah. I think, and maybe I shouldn't think, but perhaps in the modern times when there are so many choices and you can decide whether you want to have a baby or not, you can control the birth, you can decide different things. It's like in the days of my mom, it's like there was no, my mother, she just like, hey, her relationship to her body was a little bit different, just like my relationship to animals is different than my mother's relationship, where I really choose not to eat the animals, but we ate a lot of animals growing up. we ate animals that the Lord didn't allow you to eat. Yeah, you haven't lived till you had rabbit, smothered rabbit. But I don't eat animals anymore. But we grow and we and sometimes we just make other choices.
Right.
But it seems that back in the day, it was just a different. Seemed to be a different kind of thing. And then I don't know, because I just love my 2 kids so much, and I don't feel like I love them less than my mom loved me, because I don't know, you can't measure love like that. Love just is. So we were very fortunate
Oh,
to
completely.
have the mothers we had,
And something I like to also share is that it seems that in the time of our parents, more magic was alive because they
Yeah.
believed in miracles.
Yeah, they believed in miracles.
You know, and they perform miracles every day on
every
their daily
day.
lives.
Oh, listen, my mom got a story about a miracle. My mother said when my brother, her second child was born. She says when he was born, he was covered with hair, his whole face, everything. She said he looked like a monkey, you know. And she said, and she looked at her baby and she started crying because she was so ugly.
Oh God.
So she prayed. She prayed to God. She said, please, whatever it is that I did wrong, just forgive me. But just heal him so he could be beautiful. She says, you know, he shouldn't have to go through life looking like this. And she declares that the next morning she woke up and he was just like, such a beautiful child. I was like, Mom, you lying again.
Lying again.
She said, no, it was the truth. It's just like the hair just disappeared from his face and he just was this beautiful child. So, yeah, they believed in miracles and miracles happen.
It's happening, you know. And,
Yeah.
you know, something also beautiful is that from all the magics we have lost as time is going on,
Yeah.
the only magic that's still alive to this moment is music. And because we know that music really is the center, you know, of anything, of any event in our lives.
Yeah.
When someone is being born, it's through music.
Yes.
And when somebody leaves their body, also we say bye to them through music. The same on the political, you know, meetings, religious meetings, any kind of human activity, music is always the center of it. So, you know, it teaches us how important is music in our lives, for our lives as humans, and also for the whole universe, for
Yeah.
Pachamama.
Wow. Yeah, music is magic. I wish we could do one of those songs together. You know, sometimes I'm writing songs and they're not mine, they're yours. I was like, I think I heard this before. I woke up one night, I was like, oh, the Spirit gave me a song. It's like, I was like, wait a minute. That's why Chance.
Yeah.
I am in the darkness. I am in the light. See me if you can. Everywhere I am dwelling in the sunshine, dwelling in the shadow, dwelling in believers and in folks who don't know. I am all appearing, and I am all invisible. Oh, I am in the highest. Oh, yeah, I am in the very low. Glory God appearing, glory God invisible. Oh, glory in the highest. Oh, yeah, glory, glory God below. Ay, 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 see me, see me, see me. I am in the darkness, I am in the light. See me if you can. Everywhere I am. How you doing, Life Coach Ade?
I'm, I'm just loving this. A friend of mine was talking about this song just about an hour, well, maybe 2 hours before the show. And that whole idea of I am in the darkness, I am in the light. Like there is no spot where God is not. It's such a simple concept, simple idea, but sometimes we make it complicated.
Yes.
No matter how funky my life looks, I am in God. God is in me. No matter how dark my life looks, God is there. That is liberation. That is liberate. That's a liberation song. That's like if we can just get that. Like let's just sit in the darkness and get the message, the miracles.
Yes.
Tap into the mysteries because oh, thank you for doing that song. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
The ministry,
I'm
the
good.
message, the miracle.
Yes, yes,
The
yes.
ministry, the message, the miracle, the music.
Mm.
Which Wachan was talking. I love Wachan because of he reminds me of something good about myself. You know, he really does. And you know, you can be so close to it that you just miss it. Maybe, you know, it's not to see, maybe it's just to know and to feel and to sing, you know, but When Wachan and Martika come, they just kind of give me a beautiful feeling, just like everybody on this thread. Ricky can't get too much love. Big babies require more love. So thank you everybody for joining us tonight. Thank you for being on with us. I am blessed by my friends who are here, and I don't know when I'm going to see them again. But I love the fact that you got to be with me tonight on Soul Fulfilling. So thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
sister.
Thank you.
Thank you for hosting us, for your love, for our community, our beloved community, for our brother on the other side of the world, for the media that help us connect us all. Thank you.
And we can find you at wilkasara.org.
.org.
That's
Yes.
WILL, two L's. WILLKASARA. Wilkasara.org.
.org. Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
wilkasara.org. What does wilkasara mean? I forget.
Wilkasara means the sacred corn.
The sacred corn.
Yes. The abundance.
The sacred corn. I'm eating more corn. At one point they said don't eat corn because corn was blah, 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 blah. I was like, you know what? They demonize every good thing. Corn is such a great plant. So I started eating corn again, but organic corn. All right. So thank you for joining us.
What's that website? Can you spell that website address again? Please?
WILLKAS, as in Sam, ARA. Wilkasara.org. I'm sorry, .org. I think I said .com. .org. So you can go there and find out about their meetings and when they're going to be back in the country and how you can maybe invite them. So, and I want to thank you, Life Coach Ade, for being you.
Thank you.
So it's being you is broadcasting still
Every first and third Tuesday of the month.
every first and third Tuesday at 10 a.m.,
That's correct.
1 p.m.
Eastern.
Eastern, and 6 p.m. UK.
That's correct.
If you're in Africa, you got to do your best. Okay.
That's
they
it.
got a lot of different.
Wallclock.com. That's it.
All righty. So thank you, everybody, for being with us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen. Regasa, rest in God. So triumphant that we rest in God and say amen.